Hey guys, it's Jack. I'm here because I have been somewhat tagged for the Pokemon tag via Curious Cleffa or Cleffa on the XY Giveaways Twitter account. So basically, what the Pokemon tag is a series of 15 questions, kind of like an icebreaker sort of situation, where you have to answer them, and then you tag X number of people to go and do it, and it's a sort of a chain thing. It's kind of a cooler version of that ice bucket challenge, even though let's get real. I mean, as long as you're going in, that's the important part. So I need to give credit to where it's due. This tag was started by JackieAndTT on YouTube. So here we go. Question 1. What is my favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Hydreigon. Hydreigon was originated in Gen 5 as a dark dragon type. It is the only Pokemon besides Volcarona who is also... Well, no. Volcarona's okay. So it's the only Pokemon that evolves fully past level 60. It's a very hard Pokemon to raise. It takes a lot of patience. The 90s kids did. You know, it was on TV, it was on Cartoon Network. You sit there and you're like, oh, this is cool. You know, it's all these creatures that, you know, do these amazing things. It's one of those, it's just amazing thing to start out with when you're, you know, 3-4 years old just watching TV, and that's what comes up. It's pretty much my life. Do I play the Pokemon games? If so, it was the first game I owned and the starter for that game. Yes. My first game was Silver. That's sort of torn up and beaten up. Well, actually, it's kind of still in good condition. It's just sort of torn up on the back. Lovely little game card here. And my first Pokemon in this was Cyndaquil. And that was my sort of legacy as Jack the Fire Guy from there. I ended up later going on and playing the game before it, which was Blue. And then later played Yellow and Red and all that. But in Blue, I picked Squirtle. And even in the Kanto thing, when I picked this, I picked Squirtle. I've loved Blastoise for a long time. Blastoise is my favorite Gen 1 final stage starter. Next question is, what is my favorite Pokemon card set? I don't have one. I did collect the cards for a little bit. I have still some laying around. Never really learned how to play. The whole energy thing threw me off. Do I consider myself a Gen 1er? Absolutely not. I grew up playing Gen 2, so instantly there, no. Plus my favorite Pokemon's Gen 5, so... I love all generations. I just don't like Kanto as much as most people. What is my favorite type of Pokemon? I'm a Dragon type fan. I love Dragon types. The sad part about them was when they sort of got nerfed by the Fairy types, and my friend pretty much just got super excited about it. And that's her favorite type. Where am I? Would you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh? Yes, I actually have a deck sitting right here. There's also a Dragon deck with a few other cards like Login and this Feral Imp. I'll show you. There we go. Vanguard Dragon. It's a Dragon deck, pretty much stylized to get Blue Eyes out on the field. If you want to talk about an old card. What is my favorite Pokemon item now? He's sitting here on my bed currently, because I tried to record this once and it didn't work. It's my Squirtle. I've had this Squirtle forever. I've had him for over 10 years actually, close to 15. I got him when I first moved to Charlotte, We went to Carowinds because, you know, that's one of the things you do when you first go to Charlotte in the summer. Is you go and see what all there is to do, and Carowinds was one of those things. We went and we played a few games. I won one because I really wanted to win a Pokemon toy, and I had the option between Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and Pikachu, and I sat there for probably 10 minutes trying to decide which one I was going to get, and I picked him. Picked my buddy Squirtle. Coincidentally, though, my most recent, this is not one of the questions, but I just find it pretty cool. My most recent purchase on a Pokemon merch thing, you can't see it, but it's a Pokeball sticker for my MacBook Air that I'm currently recording on, and that's pretty cool. And the one before that, if I can get him out, there he is. So now I have two water stars. I have Froakie and Squirtle. I actually got Froakie at RTX at an Otaku booth and got him for like $8. So, damn me. Because that's cheap at a convention. You can spend under $10 at a convention on anything. That's good. That includes food. Con food's expensive. Now that I've gone on a little bit, do I prefer Pokemon X or Pokemon Y? Well, I thought I was going to prefer X, because X has some cool exclusives as far as the wild Pokemon being, you know, it has Aggron, you know, and it has the Megastone that turns Charizard into a Dragon type, which I thought I was going to like. I was really looking forward to it. But I do prefer Y more. Has the Mega Charizard I use, which is the Y Mega Charizard when I do a competitive battle. It has the Tyranitarite. It has all my favorite Mega Stones are in that game. They have exclusives that are exclusive. They're in that game. It's the Heracrossite, the Tyranitarite, and the Houndymite are all in that game. So, yeah, plus, you know, it's Yveltal versus Xerneas, and although combat-wise Xerneas would win, Yveltal looks a lot better. What are my favorite Pokemon sidekicks in the Pokemon anime? I'm just gonna go ahead and say, if it's based on Pokemon that Ash have caught, I'm gonna have to say Gible. Gible's just a very, he's a character, he's a very funny Pokemon. I love him. So I'm gonna say that. Have I ever cosplayed as a Pokemon or a Pokemon character? Nope. I don't cosplay. I've always thought about doing a Gajiel from Fairy Tail, but even then, I'd either have to get like a spiky black wig or dye my hair and get spiked. I'm definitely lengthwise, I'm there. And then I have had some like Neji, Gajiel. I've had a few ideas, but I've never done them. So I've never actually done a cosplay. How much longer do I think Pokemon is gonna last? I don't know. I've been asked this question multiple times. I definitely have to say, since, you know, it's coming up on 20 years, nothing, I wouldn't say it's gonna last another 20 years. I'm definitely gonna say it's gonna, you know, it's gonna last a long. I'm not gonna say it's gonna end within the next 5 years, but it's definitely not gonna stop for a while. I wouldn't say I'd be surprised if it lasted 20 more. I'd be happy if it lasted 20 more, but realistically, I don't see that happening. I'd be amazed if it stopped at 2020, but we'll see. And finally, what do I hope Pokemon is going to do next? This is a weird question and a weird timing for me to get this question, because we are at the point where there's an announcement coming up next Tuesday. And they're calling it a big announcement. And I've seen stuff like it's a game-changing announcement. It's, you know, it's all these different things. So, I don't know. I'm not really sure what I think. I want Delta Emerald to come out. I want them to do Delta Emerald and have Primal Rayquaza. And if you still don't understand why, then you should probably go and rewatch this video, as I've talked about my love for Dragon types so many times. Plus Delta Emerald, I mean, unless they announce Primal Rayquaza is going to be in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they're going to need to do it. Plus they've already like reserved the, like they got the copyright for it and all that, but that may just be because because of like they don't want anyone using it for like a hack or something. I don't know. All I know is what I've seen. It is all possible that they could be announcing a Wii U game that's not Rumble. Could be something like another, taking us back to the Oner region. It could be something like Stadium or Battle Revolution. It could be a whole bunch of things. But I want to see probably a Delta Emerald or something out on the Wii U that's sort of an adventure style or like an HD battle style thing. Now, once again, fun part comes around where I get to tag as many people or X number of people to come at this. So let's give it a shot, and I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out to the entire Trainer Club Facebook account. The Trainers Club is a Facebook group that is open for anyone to join, as long as you love Pokemon and are willing to, you know, it's a community based on people who love Pokemon and love talking about Pokemon. I'm very active in it. There are a few other people who are very active in it. It gets more active when the Pokemon games recently come out, but currently, you know, there's like 3 active users, 3 repeatedly active users. I'm one of them if you want. So I tag all of them. Tag all the members of the Trainers Club. I tag my friend Aaron, which he'll probably not see this, so I tag my friend Artie or at Good Girl Whooper. I tag my buddy Jordan or at StorySteal. I tag my friends Valerie and Logan, which the only Twitter handles for that little group there would be at HelloValerie_. And then am I missing anybody? Before I go on to the important, the more larger things to count. Oh yeah, it's gonna hate me for it. I'm also tagging Micah Faust at Micah Faust 1, and then I'm also gonna tag at Mega Gliscor and Shofu. So tag, you're it.